What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Screen Fan. I'm Pam. This is episode 5 of season 3 of Bridgerton. Where we left off, Mr. Colin and Miss Penelope were getting it in on her carriage on their way home. Of course, Colin professed his love to Penelope, and she didn't necessarily confess her love to him, but she just says, I want to be with you. So they did what they did, and then at the end, Colin asked Miss Penelope to marry him, which I'm really excited about. These last 4 episodes, I feel like are going to be like a roller coaster of emotion, because Colin is definitely going to find out that Penelope is Lady Whistledown, and I don't know how he's going to take it. I don't think he's going to take it very well. He might be conflicted. Remember when was it Anthony? No, it wasn't Anthony. It was Simon. Remember Simon said to Daphne if she was pregnant, or no, right? No, not that she was pregnant, but if she wasn't pregnant, that they were going to live separate lives. I wonder if Colin is going to throw that out there for Penelope. I'm really, really curious. And of course, we still have the storyline of Benedict with that older woman. We have Penelope's sisters, of course. They might be pregnant or not. And of course, you have Eloise and Cressida. I can see that Cressida is probably not going to marry that guy because he probably left town. So she might want to find someone else, and I wonder if she will or will not. You know what's funny about Cressida? She makes fun of Penelope for being chubby or being undesirable, right? But this season, she has 2 men that want her, or did want her, and she's going to marry Colin, whereas Miss Cressida, who thinks she's all high and mighty, will most likely be the what they call them? What they call them again? Sphinx? No, not Sphinx. What they call them, women? I'll leave it here. I forgot. I'm not gonna rack my brain for it. She'll probably turn out like that, and it's probably solely on her attitude and how she presents herself. So enough with the talking. Let's get into this episode because I'm excited. Whoop, whoop. Okay.
Dearest reader, while most seasons of our fair marriage mart follow a predictable pattern, this author likes it most when there is
You ready, Pen?
a surprise.
It's not going to be an easy road.
And last night,
God.
an announcement came with great speed indeed.
What's gonna happen? This better not be a dream.
We are engaged. I think Penelope can breathe.
It's just we've known Penelope for all these years.
Uh-oh, there go Ella.
For you both. Thank you, Lady Bridgerton.
Aww.
That's our expression for.
I
Look at
can't
Eloise.
believe you should be married before I'm old enough to go to war.
Y'all gotta figure out what happened between us two. It's nothing.
Eloise, wait. My brother. Are you quite serious? For how long
Eloise,
has this been going
come
on?
on.
It's very new. I'm just as surprised as you are. For how long have you had feelings for him?
Tell her a long time.
Do not answer that. I do not want to know. You cannot marry him.
How are you guys blind of how she was in love
Does
with
he
this
know?
man?
But you are Whistledown. No, he does not know. Please, Eloise, please do not tell him. Colin is not like Lord Debling. He will not be gone for years at a time. He will find out. And until he knows the real you, he cannot possibly love you.
Oh my God.
You're right. Please, just let him hear it from me. I just need a little time to find the right moment, but I will tell him you have my word.
It is surely a wonderful time for the happy couple.
Yep, just be happy, Pam, but you gonna have to tell him. You're gonna have to. Ooh.
And last night, an announcement came with great speed indeed.
I can't believe he could read.
Reading
He's
aloud,
very
Mr.
pretty.
Dankworth.
If we use our minds to read, there may not be enough wits left for the baby.
Mama must have read a great deal when she was pregnant with you then.
She goes on to say, it may come as a surprise to all that Mr. Bridgerton's rumoured assistance in helping Miss Featherington find a husband has instead led to the two of them finding each other.
Give that to me.
They don't know. Anthony Caterback.
I hope you're thinking pure thoughts, considering we are returning to our family home.
I am simply enjoying the view of my ravishing wife and soon-to-be mother of my child.
Katie is pregnant. Oh, did I just spit?
The whole family. So much so that I could shout for all of Mayfair to hear!
She's pregnant.
Oh, my dear. Finally you arrived.
I could get used to such long journeys if every return was like this. Brother? Brother? Good day. And from where have you returned? Just out of
Girls'
Monastery.
house.
Yes.
I read a curious piece of news in Whistledown this morning.
Oh, what is it? Brother, you must tell them. You delay, so I shall. Colin is engaged to Penelope Featherington.
Hyacinth may be the most excited of us all.
Congratulations.
Anthony.
What wonderful news.
Of course. Thank you. I'm in high spirits.
Anthony.
It seems we brothers have much to catch up on indeed.
Oh, Anthony.
What else did I...
Explain. No furtive looks necessary.
Colin.
Well, come now, you must admit it's all rather sudden. What was sudden was my last betrothal. So I cannot blame either of you if you're prone to think me foolish. My feelings for Penelope are not a thunderbolt from the sky.
It hasn't
I've
been.
known her a very long time, and perhaps I have always felt something for her. My only foolishness this time was not realizing it sooner.
Yay. Me too. I feel the same way,
said
Betty.
The final part, the betrothal, it did all happen rather swiftly.
Ah, it's swift because
Are you going to duel with your own brother? Or...
Right.
Well, you are marrying her, and for all the right reasons, it seems. That's all that
Yes.
matters. But tell her.
Let's see what her real feelings about Penelope, what she's gonna say. Because I know it's gonna be something not nice.
This is how I hear of my daughter's engagement. You hide out in your room all day. And you let me read about it in Whistledown.
Why? You don't care about her anyway.
I feel like announcing the happy news to you.
Happy? Is that what you think this is?
What else could it be? I am to be married. Colin cares for me.
Has he told you that he loves you?
Not in those exact words.
Penelope.
What about you and their father?
Do you
Shut
not
up.
remember how the Bridgertons treated us like dogs when Marina's scheme was uncovered?
They
And now
did
you've been
not.
out till
Stop
all hours of
lying.
the night with no chaperone. And then you traipse in this morning with news of an engagement to the very same Bridgerton boy, using Lord knows what wiles to entrap him.
Excuse me.
Mr. Bridgerton is here.
Mr. Bridgerton, what an unexpected delight.
I will not be staying long. But since we are all speaking so freely,
That was not meant for your ears.
I am still speaking.
Woo!
Your daughter
That's
did not
right.
entrap me. I proposed to her out of love, nothing less.
Yeah.
And were you not so narrowly concerned over your own standing, you might see that Penelope is the most eligible amongst you.
That's right,
In
Colin.
the future, I advise you not to sully our Bridgerton name by suggesting otherwise.
Yay! You think so low of her. You don't even think that somebody could love her. That's sad.
I wanted to show you this before our wedding.
What's that?
It's been in the family a very long time. This is to be our home.
Whoa.
You do not realize how much that meant to me.
Right.
What you said to my mother. No one has ever stood up for me like that.
I will always stand up for you because I love you.
Yay!
Are you sure?
That's not what you say.
Everything I said to your mother is true. You are the cleverest, bravest woman I've ever known. You make me feel seen in ways I've never felt seen before.
She has. She do a little sneaky
And then
stuff
there's
too.
the way your hair cascades down your shoulder.
Oh, is he trying to look for something?
The way your eyes shine when you look at me like
Girl.
two blue pools.
In this day and age.
Firmness of your lips parted just so.
Ooh,
Softness of
girl.
your skin.
Oh, girl. Oh, Colin.
And then there are the parts I've been
Sexy.
dreaming about.
Ooh. Oh, he wants some titties. Men, when they like big women, they sure love our boobies. Are y'all gonna show big girl boobies? Look at her legs. Oh, she got cute boobies. Okay, girl. I like this. Oh, I see his booty in the mirror. She's never seen a penis before.
You're so beautiful.
Aww. Look at what is with that? I hate when they do that with fat people. That shit irritates my soul.
Tell me what to do.
She's not even that
I'll do
big.
everything.
No.
Some of that stuff gotta be natural. Come on now. You're just gonna lay there like a dead body. Touch his thing. Cut the balls. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, you hear them sound? Lord Jesus. I feel like I'm intruding. Well. Pen is not a virgin. Pen is not a virgin. That's it?
Perfect.
Oh no, turn her around, flip her around, throw them legs back. Come on now.
5 minutes.
Yeah, that's not how it works, girl. That is ridiculous.
From the Queen. By proclamation of the Queen.
What? I wonder what it's gonna say.
What is it?
It's a message from the Queen. Dearest members of my most esteemed ton, I hereby declare
that whoever brings legitimate evidence of Lady Whistledown's identity to the palace shall receive a £5,000 reward. Yours truly, Her Majesty, Queen Charlotte.
finally the woman will get the consequences she deserves. Imagine unmasking Whistledown. I apologize for not telling you sooner about my feelings for Penelope.
Oh, in fact, I think I shall stand.
Eloise.
It is strange enough to have one's brother speaking about feelings for one's friend. But you have known we're at odds, and still you went behind my back.
I know. And I am deeply sorry. But I love her, Elle, in more ways than I can even express.
Perhaps better you do not try.
And you loved her once, too.
Right. You're gonna
You
have to
were
explain that.
Inseparable. I remember the day the Featheringtons moved in across the square. From that day on, it was Penelope this and Penelope that, and Penelope and I are going to read Don Quixote, and we are going to be knights.
I was devastated to learn we were not allowed to take fencing lessons.
Penelope is going to be your sister soon. There was once a time that would have been your greatest dream.
We are delighted by your intentions towards our daughter, Lord Greer.
I assure you, should we marry, we shall be pillars of society. As my wife, Miss Cowper, will reflect me. None of this fashionable dress. Sombre clothing is best, grey or brown. And we do
Oh,
not
my
flit
God.
about town engaged in gossip within the ton. We shall
Oh
fill
my
no more than one
God.
hall per month, and only if the host
What?
has strong moral character. I certainly do not believe in music. And modern art nowadays
my
is
God.
absolutely scandalous. Her tender eyes and ears will never be exposed to such filth.
Oh my God. That's what you want for your daughter?
Do you not agree, Cressida?
No, no, I don't agree. Are you kidding me? All you care about is the money that your husband's gonna give
Very
you.
good. And of course, I do still expect babies. I so love children. I would be happy with 4 or 5.
Oh, you got to stick me for 4 or 5? That's never gonna happen.
The decorations are somewhat more drab than I remember, are they not?
Everybody doesn't want your gaudy style.
My bride to be.
Evening.
And here is my son to be.
Lady Featherington, it is pleasant to receive such a warm greeting from you.
I deeply regret my earlier comments. Let us put it in the past. Tonight, we celebrate our collective future.
Well, if that is your intent, then it shall be mine to honor it.
Oh, I must tell your mother how much I love what she has done with the decoration. Are the drinks nearby?
Oh my God. So fake. So fake.
I've been thinking on ways to circumvent his proposal. Will you help me?
Look at her. She's not even listening to her.
Just excuse me.
She's not being a good friend to you, Cressida, but then again, do you really deserve it?
I have not yet told him. I am waiting for the right time. It does not concern only you. This secret, this lie, with the Queen's reward, it is bound to come out. And when it does, Colin will know I kept it from him as well. If it proves too difficult for you to reveal the truth, I will be merciful and reveal it to him myself. You have until midnight.
Oh, Eloise.
Bridgerton rules, everyone. The person who guesses correctly shall take the next turn. We shall continue swapping around the room until the intellectual genius of the group reveals him or herself.
Who shall go first?
I think Penelope. It is her night after all.
Very well.
Yeah.
My second is conveyed to my first by the company of family. My whole is a product of spring.
A product of spring? Surely a flower of some
Lilies. Forget-me-not. Lilacs!
No.
Is conveyed to one's heart by the company of family. Heart's ease, the flower.
Eloise is correct.
Well done. Your turn, then.
My first I would venture for. My second I would venture in. My whole is more talked of than practiced.
A dwelling, perhaps?
No. Venture for, venture in. It is friendship, is it not?
It is.
These two should play by themselves.
There is a history between these two. And perhaps it will finally be settled.
Do you want to hear my plan? To avoid marrying Lord Greer?
Of course.
I'm going to take a flat in Vienna, live my own life with the reward money from identifying Whistledown. Eloise, do you not care that I'm being forced to marry a man thrice my age?
Of course I care, and I would very much like to shout at your parents if I thought it would make any difference, but as much as I would love to see Whistledown finally exposed, you will never find her.
You do not think I'm clever enough?
No, that is not what I meant. I could not find her myself.
And you are far more clever than I.
Look at those two.
Excuse me.
Oh, did he peep that about her?
Such reward is not enough to entice Lady Whistledown to come forward.
Indeed. Many would commit wilder acts for such a sum.
We saw 3 young ladies chasing after delivery boys this morning to seek her identity.
Surely she would hate to be unmasked.
Perhaps she would love to be unmasked. The power, the infamy.
But can you imagine living with that secret all this time? It must burn away at her.
Oof.
Pen, where did you run off to? I was looking for you.
I only needed a moment.
I know something is bothering you. I can feel it. All evening you've been shirking my gaze.
No, Colin.
I would understand if you got swept up in the carriage, if you do not now share my feelings.
Colin, I need to tell you something.
Pen, are you well?
Colin, I need to tell
Eloise, please have a servant fetch a cold towel.
I have an announcement.
Girl,
It is time
don't
that I
do
put an
it.
end to the speculation. You would like to know who Lady Whistledown is? You shall know. I am she.
Why did she do that?
Miss Cather,
Cressida.
surely you jest.
I jest not. I am Lady Whistledown. And you are right. I can do whatever
I would not even
I
believe
want.
her.
I'll get some water.
Okay, so that was the episode. Okay, before I really get into what I want to say. From the first season to the second season until this is 18, what, 14, 15, 18, 15? I'm just a little curious, like, from the first season when Daphne and Simon were in the courtyard and they kissed, and then Anthony saying, oh, you defiled her, you have to marry her, and stuff like that. Like, even kissing prior to any kind of relationship was wrong, but when it was okay for people to, you know, getting it in before their marriage, is it okay for them to be intimate like that before marriage? I'm really curious, because of course it happened with Anthony and Kate, and here with Penelope and Colin. And I just have to say this, as a big girl, I am way bigger than Penelope, right? I just feel like this industry really needs to get over when it comes to big people. I forgot the actress name who plays Penelope. I forgot her real name. She is not that big. She's a very tiny woman. How tall is she? 5 feet? 5'1"? What is she in poundage? 150? She is very small. You saw it in that scene. Why did we need to see a sheet over them having sex? Or when he came to her when she was sitting on the chase, why was this area covered? It's just like, I was really surprised they showed her boobs though. Like, I didn't think they were even gonna do that. She had cute little perky boobies. You know what I mean? You barely see any fat on this young lady. And it just really irks my nerves when it comes to fat people. That's the route they go. Now, this is what I'm assuming what they did, but then again, it could have been her saying, I just want a little bit of coverage, and they did it that way. But I still think because she's a big girl that they decided to cover up her, you know, her a little bit. And then they showed her just from like here with her boobs. Okay, girl, at 37, 38 years old, your boobs look great, girl. Anyway, it was a cute little scene, but Colin, I needed to get a little, I mean, I understand it's her first time, but I want to see a little bit more. Like, throw them legs back. What's going on? What's going on? She's sitting like this. I mean, again, she is big, so she, you know, gotta move too much, but come on. Anyway, we see Kate and Anthony come back, and of course Kate is pregnant, which I'm really, really happy about. And they're back to resume their roles for their household. So again, I'm glad that they're back and they're expecting. Benedict is still, you know, with this woman. I really want to know what's going to happen between those two, honestly, because I just have a feeling that it's going to be somewhat similar to Kate. I mean, not to Kate, Anthony and the girl from the first season, where like he was like into her. He was like into her, but it just wouldn't work out. I feel like Benedict is gonna really fall for her, but she's just not going to pursue it. And I think it's because of her age. And also she just doesn't want to be married again. She probably wants to be like kind of like Lady Danbury. Just like what Cressida says. So we can talk about Cressida. Cressida, y'all know I don't like her. But I'm just trying to figure out, right? Obviously, there's no young guy that wants her because they all know she's not a nice girl. She's just not. And people probably don't want to deal with her. And we don't even know how her parents are, where the male families are like, don't marry that. We don't want to get into all that. We heard this, we heard that. We don't know about those things. And it's obviously that her dad is an asshole, right? My thing is they're going to find a suitor for her. Why did they have to go with somebody like that? You tell them you couldn't find somebody in their 40s. You couldn't find somebody in their 50s. You couldn't find somebody in their 30s. I'm just curious as to why you went with somebody who was clearly like in their 80s. And then he's talking about, oh, like pretty much she should be wearing all these colors. Gray and brown is good. And no music. And you only get one ball a month if it's suitable. Like, she is going to live a miserable life. If in fact she does get married to him, because the end, she heard all this stuff. Ooh, fame, money, independence. I'm Lady Whistledown. No, girl, that's not what's gonna happen. You just sat there, you just announced that you were Lady Whistledown, which none of them believed, by the way, and now you're gonna get all the ridicule. You're not gonna get that $5,000 that you thought you were gonna get. Your family's gonna be shamed. I don't even know what your family is going to do. Girl, that was very premeditated, and you are solely going to regret it. Eloise, okay, listen. Last season, I was very upset with Penelope when she outed Eloise and what she was doing with Theo, right? I thought it was wrong, and I felt like Penelope did it to save Lady Whistledown. Lady Whistledown is her voice, and that's the reason why she did it. I don't think she really thought about Eloise when she announced what she was doing in a bad part of town. But I just feel like Eloise is just taking it a little too far. I don't know. She's just like pissing me off. Like, she's totally consumed. Now that she found out that they engaged, she's totally consumed about Penelope telling Colin, which is, I mean, in her, Penelope telling Colin, yes, she needs to do that, but don't push it the way you're pushing. She's like so consumed. Like, the whole party, she's just looking at Penelope like, you better tell him, bitch, and all this other stuff. And it's just like, don't do that. Don't do that. Because besides that one little thing that she said about you, that's all you thinking about. You're not even thinking about all the other good things and all the good memories that you two had. It's crazy. I don't understand. I have a feeling like not only is Eloise upset that she gave that information, that Penelope gave that information, I think also Eloise is jealous a little bit that her friend is Lady Whistledown, and the fact that she didn't tell her, or that she didn't like, hey, we should do this together. I mean, we do have some of the same, we have similarities and we like a lot of similar things. Why did she probably bring me on into it? I don't know. I just don't feel like it's all about the secret that she put into Lady Whistledown. I don't know. Colin. I just really want to know what his reaction is going to be. I'm so nervous for Penelope. I'm so nervous for her. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, my pen. You're going to have a really, really rough 3 episodes. Oh, my God. It's going to be crazy to watch. But Colin, I am so happy that he stuck up for Penelope when it came to her sister. I mean, her mother and her sisters. My sisters weren't in the scene. But I don't understand the nastiness and the cruelty of Portia. Like, I get that you're upset that your daughter and Colin didn't tell you that they were engaged. But then you also got to think of it too. Look how you reacted to her. Oh, surely you don't think he loved you. Did he tell you he loved you? Such and such was a much better suitor. So this is the whole reason why Lady Whistledown exists. Okay, you telling me I don't even know how old Penelope was when the featherings moved onto the block, right? But you telling me you guys never seen her feelings? She did not. I'm sorry. Maybe it's from our perspective and not from theirs. To me, she never hid her feelings for him. They were so obvious on her face. It's crazy. One thing you could tell about Penelope's feelings, she likes to hyperventilate a lot. She goes, she does all of that when she's nervous and things like that. So I don't understand. And then when they announced they were engaged and Eloise stepped away and she followed her and she was just like, how long you had feelings for my brother? Eloise, you are smart. How are you not seeing this? Remember last season? Was it last season when they were in the sitting room and Colin came back? Nobody saw the two stare at each other with love. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I don't understand how people did not see that. But back to Portia. I don't understand why you treat her so bad. What did Penelope do to you that you have to treat her like that? And then you allow your other two daughters to bully her. Do you think maybe that she believes that she's better than you and maybe that's where the disdain comes from? I don't know, but it's disgusting. And why did Colin have to come in to set you straight to be like, oh, we're going to treat her better? And let me tell you something. Her saying that to Prudence and Penelope and her turning a new leaf, it has nothing to do with, I seen the error of my ways. I shouldn't treat my daughter like that. That, again, is all about society to Portia. Now that she's in it with the Featheringtons, it brings her a little bit higher in society. I bet you that's the only reason why she's playing nice right now. And her maiden, or however you call it, her maiden, I know she feels bad about how they treat Penelope, but she can't say anything. And maybe in that moment when she was having a conversation with Portia, that maybe she should have been a little bit more blunt and say, like, Penelope deserves love just as much as you guys do. You know what I mean? And maybe open a little bit more, Portia's eyes a little bit more. But, man, the way they treat her is disgusting. It truly is. And I have a feeling once Colin and Penelope marry and they move into their home, I honestly believe, I think, Penelope is going to completely distance herself from her sisters and her mother completely. There was something else I wanted to say. I can't believe it went in my head and then it just came out. Oh, the way, okay, I don't know if you guys noticed this. I don't know if I mentioned it. I really don't remember. I feel like I mentioned it in a fourth video that I recorded, but I haven't edited yet. But I don't know if you guys seen like the transition of the way Penelope's been dressing. And I'm not talking about her just, changing herself to find a suitor. I'm just talking about how she is like transitioning from being a Featherington into being a Bridgerton. Because of course she always wears the yellows, the hot pinks and the crazy hairstyles. And then when she first came out, she had that beautiful like dark teal outfit. Her hair was done differently, so she went from that dark color. But if you notice, right after that, she's been wearing like pale colors, like the Bridgertons. Like she's been wearing like that steel gray blue. She's been wearing like silver, a little bit more on the silver end. This episode, if you notice, she had on like that pretty pink pale color like they wear. I noticed that's the colors that she's gradually changing into. And I wonder if that's something that the costume designers and whoever the storytelling they wanted to convey into this season. Of course, we got Lady Danbury with her brother, Lord Anderson. She is not happy at all about what her brother kind of pretty much pursuing Lady Bridgerton. I'm trying to figure out what the disdain is. It has to be, it just, what did he do? I'm curious that why she just like kind of like turns her nose up at him when he's pursuing Lady Bridgerton. Is he like a con artist? Is he an abuser? Is he cold? Like, what is he for you to turn your nose up? I'm really, really curious, and I hope it gets answered in these next couple of episodes. The Queen. Oh my God. $5,000. First of all, I wonder how much $5,000 stretch back then. Cause Cressida's talking about, oh, I can go to Vienna and live there. And I'm like, with $5,000, you're gonna need something else to do. That's gonna cover you for the rest of your life? I don't think so. I don't think so. But she's still wanting to know who Lady Whistledown is. I wonder if that's gonna be like fully revealed in this season, or it's just gonna be revealed to Colin. And I also want to know, will the Bridgertons, I mean, all of the Bridgertons, will they know that she's Lady Whistledown? Or is it just going to be like Eloise, Colin, and Penelope? I'm really, really curious. Francesca and, I don't know that guy's name. I thought his last name was Smith. But they keep saying something else. He's a little strange. I don't know if it's because he's shy. I'm a little curious as to why he acts like that, but Francesca loves it. He's very simple. He's easygoing. I think because he doesn't pressure her and she could be herself with him, that's why she likes him. I thought the story was cute that he said to the Bridgertons. I don't know. I'm just going to chalk it up to him being very just antisocial and shy. That's what I'm thinking it is. I don't know. But I'm curious going to see what's going to happen between them two. Is he going to actually sit down with Anthony and say, you know, I want to be married to your sister? I'm curious. Because he pretty much told his intentions for Francesca when they were in the park. And also, too, I don't know if you see Lady Bridgerton's face. Like, she's, like, completely unsure of him. I don't know if she's, like, completely convinced that he's the one for Francesca. I don't know if she's gonna sit down with Francesca and say, like, are you sure it's him? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, give her, you know, tell her her feelings about this courtship between the two. But that's really all that happened. You know, you had Will and his wife. To this day, I still don't know what her name is. You have Will and his wife, and they're trying to figure out, or I should not say her per se, but he's trying to figure out what should he do? Should he stick with his old life or go to his new life, or kind of like be in the middle and deal with both? But as you can see, that's not really work. That's the same what he's trying to do, like do both, but it's not working because he's missing some things when it comes to their children. So I'll be curious to see what he's gonna do. Oh, another thing too. Okay, I don't know if I'm crazy, but did you see Will's son give a little liking to Hyacinth? I wonder how old he is. Is he the same age as Hyacinth? I don't know, but the way he was looking at Hyacinth, he was in love, y'all. So I wonder if that's gonna happen. Child, there's a lot of swirl that's going on here. This whole show is lots of swirling. It's a lot of swirling. Anyway, that's reality. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new to my channel and you came here through Bridgerton, and this is the first episode, definitely check out my Bridgerton playlist, which will be down below. You can watch it from season 1, episode 1, and you can check out any of my other reactions. I have like a couple of movies, and I started House of Dragons season 2. Episode 2, by the way, is coming up very soon. I'm editing it now, and oh, you guys, by the time y'all even see this, episode 2 would have been up already. But I hope you guys, I already said that. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm like all over the place, and I don't quite understand why, but toodaloo.